It's a feeling that we all know and love. We're watching a movie and we're enjoying it so much in the theater that we just have to pee all over everything in sight. Yeah, no, actually me neither. I've never had that thought, but this guy has. An Arizona man was beaten up after urinating in a movie theater during the new Demon Slayer movie. Now, I've said this multiple times on the channel. I'm not like a huge anime connoisseur. I've started to get into it. I'm really enjoying what I've seen so far of it. But is anime so good that it makes you just want to pee all over everything? Because if it is, I don't think I really want to go any further with my enjoyment of said media. This news is so absurd. I had to double check that I didn't misread it. Florida man. I genuinely thought that there's a possibility that I misread what I just saw. But no, an Arizona man was beaten up and arrested after urinated in a movie theater. Now, I have to warn you, and I'm still going to censor the video a little bit. What you're about to see is actually insane. Now right here is sadly where I had to start muting the audio for copyright reasons, but imagine just the most epic anime music playing while three guys come together to beat up this man who just peed all over everything. And you can see in the background here, this guy just joined in. This guy just wants to be included in it. This guy also pops up. I don't know where this guy came from. It's like he just spawned in. You can see that everybody has stood up and they have all started evacuating out of the theater. And oh, see that guy? See that guy he came back as well, just for one last good little hurrah. Now, what you couldn't hear, because I had to mute it again for copyright reasons, is the man that started beating him up saying that he's doing this because a child was involved. And that is horrible. I mean, of course there are children there. Although there are a lot of crazy anime adults, it is still animation. It's for children. And he decides right there is a great time to start urinating on things. I mean, there's a whole host of issues there that I don't even really need to get into. Obviously, one being indecent exposure. Two being could be a lot of diseases and stuff like that. It's horrible. This guy, honestly, I'm not one for vigilantes, but good for people standing up against this. Because he gets clobbered. He gets walloped so many times that I think these guys actually beat the pee back into him. Like, I'm serious. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody take this much of a beating in a movie theater. That's not really saying much, but it's insane. Now, this next part, I'm going to gamble with the copyright system because I want you to hear the chaos that is going on in the background. It is nuts in this theater. It has erupted into full-blown Pompeii, but with urine.
Bro. I also only teach you that technique! You're wrong.
Oh, you got R. Kelly people, bro.
I created it all by myself.
Calm down! I just got
My
it.
hope was that one day I'd be able to use it to fight by your side.
Bro, the movie up.
So remember, a key part that we just watched is this guy wants his money back, obviously, because this guy just peed all over him and his child. Horrible stuff. Remember that because that's very important in the story that's coming up in just 1 second. But the guy behind everything that's going on, as he's recording, this entire situation, this absolute absurd thing that is going on, the only thing he can think of is, dang, bro. You ruined the movie. Gosh, I was having such a great time. Golly, dude. You ruined it for everyone. Now, remember how I said that it's very important for you to remember that this guy wants his money back from AMC? Well, history's repeating itself. Because plot twist of the day, this is something that's actually happened before 13 years ago. And AMC did nothing about it. Check this out.
A late Sunday showing of this film, Temptation, a perfect way to end the weekend for Angelina Aviles, who loves going to the movies.
Just the atmosphere, you know, the popcorn, you know, just the surround sound.
But the scene for that perfect setting turned disgusting about 30 minutes into the film, when a man sitting behind Aviles in one of the town center AMC theaters stood up and began urinating on the seats and the floor. Many in the theater, including Aviles' friend, notified theater management, police eventually removing the man. But the night was ruined. The theater smelled bad. Yet when asked, Aviles says the theater would not refund their tickets, nor provide tickets for a future show to make up for what happened. And that upsets her.
You know, the customer's always right in most cases, and, you know, just the way they handled it wasn't professional, and it just was unsatisfying how everything was handled.
So Ovilus and her friend filed a police report too, because she says it seemed the theater wasn't going to press charges against the man for urinating in public. Tonight we did receive a statement from AMC. It reads in part that today we have been in contact with the one guest who did not receive compensation, and we have offered him passes with our apologies. We are happy to do this for any guests who did not receive passes or refund last night.
All right, thank you, Martin. Another tweet from AMC says the theater in question was closed and professionally cleaned.
So this lady 13 years ago, when things seemed to be a little bit more normal than they are now, she still had to fight tooth and nail to get some sort of compensation from AMC, even though the guy next to her started peeing all over the place. What is with AMC and attracting degenerates? People who are obsessed with absolute debauchery. What the heck? Even when the theater smelled yucky, he said it right there, the theater smelled gross. They still were like, sorry, we can't do anything about it. She had to go over their heads to file a police report because they weren't going to do anything about the man who peed in the movie theater, which is absolute insanity. That is crazy for them to not press any sort of charges and not care about the lady who saw everything, including her friend. I don't know, AMC, and I've said this before and I'll stand by it, probably are the worst theater chains when it comes to the people, the patrons, right? It's like every time I see AMC on Twitter, something bad is going on. They're either adding more ads, making it so people can scream and throw chickens up in the air. Like, AMC is so desperate for money that instead of making their theater better for everybody else, instead of cracking down on stupid stuff like this, they are just finding different ways to monetize the poor souls that still want to go to the movies, as I am one of them. And that's why I will always say Regal Cinemas are better than AMC's in almost every single way. Honestly, Cinemarks are also good, but AMC's, it seems like they don't care about making their theaters better to make more money. They are just milking the tushes of their own audience, which is total malarkey, in my opinion. Anyway, please subscribe to Defeat Derek because suck it, Derek. Also, if you liked this video, you could have seen it days earlier if you were subscribed to the Patreon. You can get 7 days for free over on Patreon. There's tons of different perks over there, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested, and if you do, I love you. Thank you so much. Also, I have a video right here that has an even more absurd news headline where a woman hid turtles in her undergarments to try to get it through TSA. It's insane. You're going to want to watch it here. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Love ya. Bye.